The Travel Foundation is demonstrating that change is both necessary and possible. In our opinion, business as usual is no longer attractive or even viable, but we believe that tourism can and must adapt and thrive in a changing world. COVID-19 brought about a really challenging period for travel and tourism globally. But since that period of time when tourism reopened again, the industry is back on a trajectory of record-breaking receipts and continued growth. But most destinations still have very little idea of the cost of that visitation to local communities. Cost for infrastructure, cost of the environment, a local way of life. And in many places, the balance between costs and benefits are uneven or really still being explored. And big important questions continue to be explored about just how equitable and inclusive the benefits that come from tourism actually are for local people and for vulnerable populations. And of course, there's the growing urgency around the climate emergency. If business as usual continues for tourism, greenhouse gas emissions directly from the sector will almost double too. And the sector has been fairly slow to adapt to the impacts that are growing exponentially. And this is a critical moment for tourism to innovate and collaborate and be a major part of the solution going forward. I know many of us believe that it can be, and that's why we're still working here, pushing every day to support this industry and being a part of that solution.
So at the Travel Foundation, we found ways to enable our complex and very fragmented industry to work together to ensure that tourism can adapt and thrive. We create coalitions, bringing organizations together to share solutions and best practices and actually to build the momentum for change. And therefore, we support both destinations and industry partners with tools, knowledge, solutions, research, and most of all, inspiration to understand how the challenges of climate change and equity apply in their contexts and what they can do about it.
And we advocate for systemic change, not just tinkering around the edges. That means starting with creating awareness, looking through different lenses, helping to shift people's mindsets, and setting a much needed leadership tone on key issues around the world. So there are many ways for tourism organizations to benefit or be involved in our work, whether it's joining our community of practice, leveraging our tools, collaborating on strategies or new research, or leveraging our extended expertise, connections, and credibility to enhance their own leadership capacity. We're here to support leaders in guiding a transformation of this industry and destinations and companies all over the world. So we welcome you and invite you to join us in our collective journey. Let's transform together.